Gabe collects 35 rocks. Rose collects 39 rocks. Who collects fewer rocks? We know that Gabe is one of our characters, and they collected 35 rocks. This is Gabe, and he collected 35 in his pail. Then we have Rose, who's our other character, and she collected 39 rocks. 39 rocks in her pail. Who collects fewer rocks? Are they asking who collected more, the bigger number? Or are they asking who collected the least number, the smaller number, the less than number? Who collected the smaller number? Fewer. Fewer means the least amount, the smaller amount. So who collected the smaller number of rocks? Rocks is our object, and they want to know who collected the least amount, the fewer amount of rocks. So let's look at the numbers. They want us to find 35 is what than 39? Is it greater than, less than, equal to? Compare tens. Tens are the same. Compare the ones. So when we look at 39 and 35, what do they both have in common? What is the same about both of those numbers? They both have 3 groups of 10. They both have 3 groups of 10. 35, when I look at my place value, 35 has 3 tens. And when I look at 39 and my place value for tens, 39 also has 3 tens. So if they have the same number of tens, what do I have to do to figure out which one is greater than or less than? How do I tell which number is bigger or which number is smaller? So let's look at this. So we have one, I'm making the bigger number is the rock. The big rock, this is Gabe over here, okay? He has 3 groups of 10, and then how many ones in 35? Let's look at our ones place. How many ones in 35? 5. You know by looking at place value, and over here as well, that 35 has 5 ones. So I made the little rock is our ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 35. 3 groups of 10 and 5 ones. 3 groups of 10 and 5 ones. Then we know that Rose had 39. So she also has 3 groups of 10. The bigger photo is the tens, 3 groups of tens, and 9 ones. Let's see, fix that. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is 9 greater than or less than 10? Is 9 a bigger number or a smaller number than 10? 9 is smaller than 10. If it was 10, we could turn that into a group of 10 so we can count faster. But 9 is smaller, so it's not in a full group of 10 yet. So it's still 9 ones. So let's make sure we highlight that. 9 ones and 9 ones. Now by looking, we know that they both have 3 tens. But how can we figure out which number has the fewer amount of rocks? Which number has the least amount of rocks? Which number has the smallest number of rocks? Is it 35 or 39? The best way to tell is by looking at your ones place. Because both numbers have 3 tens, this one has 3 tens, this one has 3 tens. If you look over here, this one has 3 groups of 10, and this number has 3 groups of 10. So the second thing we want to look at is how many ones. 35 has how many ones? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ones. 5 ones. And 39 has how many ones? Look at 39. How many ones? 9. 9 ones. 9 ones. And if you look over here at Rose's collection of rocks, you can see 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have your 5 group, and 5 plus 4 is 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 ones. So which number is bigger? 9 or 5? If you think 5 is bigger than 9, thumbs up. If you think 9 is bigger than 5, thumbs down. If you said thumbs down, you're right. 9 is the bigger number. 9, this is what 9 looks like. This is what 5 looks like. If I had 9, that's more than 5. And you can even look here. This one has 9, and this one has 5. And the one that has 9 has more. It's the greater number. So we know that 5 ones is less than 9 ones, and 5 ones is less than 9 ones, which means that 5 is less than 9, which means 35 is also less than 39. That means Gabe has fewer rocks than Rose, because Gabe had 35 and Rose had 39. And the alligator always eats the bigger number. Chomp, chomp. So I want you to think about, do you agree that Fred collects 35 rocks? Buzz says Fred collects more rocks than Gabe. Fred collects 35 rocks. Buzz says Fred collects more rocks than Gabe. Think about that. Think about that. If Fred collected 35 and Gabe, how many did Gabe collect? Look at his. He also collected 35. Is 35 less than, greater than, or equal to 35? You can tell by looking at your tens place. How many tens in 35? Fred has 35. How many tens in 35? 3. Gabe also has 3 tens. He also has 3 tens. Then Fred also in 35 has how many ones? 5. Look at your ones place, 5. And Gabe also has 5 ones. So they are the same number, which means Fred and Gabe have the same amount of rocks. 35 is equal to 35. They are the same. They are balanced. One isn't bigger than the other. They both have the same amount of tens, and they have the same amount of ones. Good job!